Hi, right, so a couple of updates. This thing, I have been spraying it all the way down the ways, both sides, inside here, inside at the back, taking this screw out, spraying it in there, spraying around these bolts, spraying WD-40 on this for months. Months and months and months. And eventually, head moves. I've got the head to move. Well, the ram, shall I say. So the ram moves forward and backwards now. Well happy. Unbelievable. Quite happy. Anyway, I've been working on the mini lathe today and I've cut this bit out here. Show you this. So I've got a bit that goes over the ways. Okay. I've got some clearance cut in the back here. That's where the way covers are, the way wipers. And I've got to drill these two holes here. Let's see. There we go. I'll drill that hole there and that hole there. They're going to be 6mm clearance and then cap screw rebates so they can be rebated in. And I've got to drill that hole there, which is 4.5mm from the side, 4.5mm from the top. The reason why it's there is because it's only got 9mm of meat above the V-way cover, and the push rod's going to go in there down to that halfway marker. Can you see that there? Yeah, you go. You see the halfway marker. So that's going to go 6mm past the halfway marker. It's going to be a reamed 6mm hole, 52mm deep. And then at the bottom there, there's another one that I'm going to be doing right there. So let's have a look and see if I can manage to do them. see the front bore, it went 90% okay, and when I tried to tap it, I put the 6.5mm drill down it for the M7 by 0.5 and it over drilled, so the threads are almost non-existent, so I'm going to have to modify those, probably M8 to be 0.75. This hole cross drilled across the other hole slightly. I think the 4.5mm drill wandered, and the 6, whatever I was putting through, yeah, the 6.5 was wandering, and it obviously started wallowing this way a little bit. Now I've stopped, hopefully early enough. I've put the end mill down it for a start, as you saw, and it's gone past the wall of the end mill, which is 3/8. So I've put a 10mm end mill down it and it's still oval. So to rectify this one, I'm going to bore it in 10mm out until it clears up to a perfect sphere, perfect circle, sorry. And then whatever size this bores to, I'm going to match the first 10mm of this bore, which is going to go in there. Exactly. So this one here, I'm going to end mill, I'm going to put the small pilot drill through for a start. And then I'm going to end mill it down to the depth, leaving 2.5mm wall thickness at the bottom. And then I'm going to centre drill that, and then pop the 6.5mm clearance for M6 through it. It should be 6.2, but I haven't got a 6.2mm drill, so 6.5 will do. So hopefully this hole goes better. Right, this second hole, it went according to plan. I was well over cautious, wondering whether it was going to break through on the side and what have you. It didn't. The measurements were right. Everything's gone perfect on this one. This one here looks quite tidy now. I've cleaned it out, but I haven't seen the underside yet. So let's have a quick look at the underside. How bad is it? It's going to be off centre. Clean all the chips out of the hole here. Oh yeah. Oh dear. So it's not quite in line. Also the drill's drilled upwards. It's clearly hit the hole and started wandering upwards. And ended up coming high. Now inside, you can't really see it very well. Inside, we've still got some kind of land going on. It's just the hole is off centre. The other side's perfect. Although those 6.5mm holes are a little bit big, but not to worry. That one's perfect. That one, I haven't drilled it all the way out yet, and it's going to look okay-ish. There's going to be a bit of adjustment on that side. Should be fine still, so I'm going to have to find the edge, come in, go back to my drawings, see what the distance between the holes is, and do a measurement from this hole across to that hole, and then put an end mill through it. Alrighty, you've got it all lined up, I hope. And I've got a 6mm carbide cutter, brand spanker. So I thought to crack that one. Well, it's a hole. It's sort of round, and it's, I don't know how to put a 1/4 inch in it, just to make it slightly bigger than that hole. Yeah, should I put a 1/4 inch in it? I'm going to put a 1/4 inch in it, why not? I've got a spanking new 1/4 end mill. This is tungsten high-speed steel. They sell them as tungsten carbide, and he comes as high-speed steel. They are cheap anyway, but we'll see what it cuts like. The end of the end mill doesn't look very pretty, but the sides usually cut nice on these. They're very sharp. Let's have a look. Okay, last hole, got to find the centre point, and I'm pretty certain it is central. And I don't have the measurement because I've written it down on a board like this. With multiple measurements on it, and I can't remember what the measurement is, so I've got to find centre, and this is how I've been doing it. Just going to push that off centre a little bit. Basically, I'm going to come in, I'm going to touch this side, and when I touch this side I'm going to be winding the handles in a clockwise rotation. Now when I hop over and come across to this side, I'm going to be winding in a counterclockwise rotation to touch this side. So to counteract that and to take out the backlash, what I do is I overwind this side and I wind back out. Now generally what you're looking for on a centre finder is you're looking for it to go central and then kick off to the side a little bit. Now when it's kicked off to the side a little bit, it's got to the point where this pin can't occupy the same space as this side of metal, so it kicks off to the side. So you just go past that a little bit and then wind back until it comes back to parallel. You are exactly on centre, as far as I'm aware, and we'll see how well it goes. So you'll see some movements, and all I'm doing with the dials is do what I just said. And what I will do is I will mark a 0, I will set 0 on this side, and then when I pull up and wind across, I'll count how many full turns that I've done, and then when I wind back in again, obviously I'll take off the amount of turns. Let's say it works out that it's 7 full turns and 135 on the dial, then I'll do it 3.5 turns plus half of what was on the dial, which will work out. You'll see it works out. If I said 10, then come back 5, and then half of what the dial, you'll understand it better. And then I'll do the same on the two sides here, and then I should end up bang on in the centre. So let's have a look and watch me doing that. I don't know if you can see the dials down here. Yeah, just about. You can't see the dial down here, but you get the idea of what zeroing a dial is. So let's do it. Let's bring the thing down. Bring it somewhere close before we start wasting electricity. There's the lock off, not properly. There we go. Right, so I've just brought it somewhere close. I'll bring the table up. Let's go at it then. So, first side. Yeah, all good. So this is counterclockwise, that's clockwise. So we're coming in. That's just kicked off. So that's just kicked off to the side, so I'm just setting a 0. Zero set down here on this dial here. Now I'm going to recheck to make sure that 0 comes back on again. Rambunctious, we'll try that again. That's just kicked off, and we're about a foul out. So we'll do it again. There, and we're about the other way. So we'll do it again. So I've got the same reading twice there. I'm on 0 on my handle right down here. Now I'm going to wind the table that way until it will drop down this side easily, counting the turns. One, two, 3, 4, 5. So that's 6 full turns, and that will definitely drop down. So now I'm going to wind it back in until it kicks off again. Let's get you closer and I'll show you that. Right, here we go. And what you're going to see is, as I wind the part back in this way, it will kick off to one side, and then I'll start winding it clockwise away from it until it comes back parallel again. And I'll do that twice, maybe 3 times, just to make sure I get the same reading on the dials. We've got 6 full turns and we're going back. So that's 5 full turns and 45 on the scale. So we need 2.5 turns and 22.5. Let me just write that down because I'm getting confused doing everything at once. 2.5, oh computer, 2.5 plus 22.5. So I'll just jot that down on my little board. There we go. So it's 2.5 plus 22.5. Just so I don't forget. Now I've written it down, obviously I won't forget. So we'll bring it back until it's round about there. Bring it up to the 0. And that should be able to slip down that side and more or less touch. It is. So that's the 0. So 1, 2 and a half plus 22.5, and that's all taking the backlash out, and that should be bang in the centre now, as you can see, and it is bang in the centre. So we'll lock that Y off, and I'll do the same on the other side. So I want it is in the centre. I believe it will be. Zoom you in. And we'll bring the drill down close so you can see the tip of the drill. Let's just turn the mill on. Now there's a lot of faffing about, but it has done the business. Right, how we ran out of camera space, so you missed the drilling action. But we have the boring head set up. I'll have pair of snap gauges, and a wonderful Russian metric micrometer. CK. Was that Czechoslovakian? I don't know. Russian. Anyway, I got that given to me. I thought that was very nice. It's very smooth. Carbide anvils on it. And it's brand new. Works beautiful. It's got a bit of dirt on it now because I've used it. But there we go. 0.24 out of it. So 0.12 per side, I think this is reading. Yep. So that should take 0.24 out. Put some oil in it and see if we can bore that deep, because this is a 35mm deep bore. Have I got enough stick out? Oh my goodness, I've got to set it all up again. Just because I didn't put enough stick out on it. Literally, it's going to be touching the boring head. I'm not setting it up again if that's good enough. We'll see. And the second problem I have encountered, this boring bar is not long enough until it hits the 12mm shank. So I will have to do another boring bar. Now at present I've only sharpened the boring bars I require. So I am guessing that one there will be long enough. That one there will be long enough. That one there might be. That one's a more stout, but this one is guaranteed to get the depth I want. Oh, I've used it, but I didn't sharpen it. It didn't cut very well, by the way. So I'm just going to sharpen that up. Okay, let's go. Check it out.